What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video. We're at Lincoln Memorial. We're on the Year 7 Season 1 PTS, and we are going to test out a high-end SMG build. Now, high-end SMG builds don't usually work out too well, purely because we have Hunter's Fury. It is so good, but I did want to try something a little bit different, just to see how it works out, and if it proves to be, you know, really powerful or not. Now, the thing with this is I am going to use the shield a lot. And I'll tell you why, because I don't have that Hunter's Fury CC. I am only on Heroic, which I guess doesn't always count for too much nowadays. Legendary content is becoming easier and easier, especially with some of the new stuff that we're getting. It's pretty crazy. But so far, so good. This build really is standing up. I've got him journey rewards. Way. Season pass XP, please. Whoa, he took my shield out. Look at that. And this is the inherent problem right now, right? I'm only on Heroic. Usually, if I was on Hunter's Fury, I would have absolutely no problem whatsoever at this point. Alright, some of it might be me trying to face tank a little bit too much. But you've got to test the builds, right? You've got to really put them through the paces. Otherwise, what is the, what is the point, right? What is kind of funny is that if I've got the drop on them, they don't stand a chance. They literally don't stand a chance. But if they get some range on me, for instance, if we were trying to use this out about in the world, the open world, we definitely wouldn't be doing a control point with this. You really do need to be up close and personal for this to pay off. And we also get more damage if we are up close. Whoa, what? Hang on, what happened then? He kind of punched me as he vaulted over. Hacks. I'm calling hacks. I am pushing my luck on purpose if you're wondering why I'm not healing. Because essentially I want to stretch the build as much as we possibly can. Man, I did consider glass cannon at one point. That would have been insane. Last but not least. Yeah, I mean, it does the work. It does the job. Is it best in slot? Probably not. But I'll give you the build rundown right now. This is what we were running. And essentially, we were going to play really up close and personal because we were running close and personal. Killing targets within 7 meters grants 30% weapon damage for 10 seconds. Pairing that with Optimist, weapon damage is increased by 3.5% for 10 seconds. For every 10% of ammo missing from the magazine. Obviously, Streamline would just play in here instead of Optimist. It doesn't work though with the Tinkerer mask right now. But if Streamline comes into the game at 80% extra weapon damage, that's essentially going to be the combo with pretty much everything. We're then running the brand new Tinkerer mask, which gives us crit chance, crit damage with the abridged talent, allowing the secondary talent from our gun to work on our primary gun as well. And that's kind of the theme of everything else. And everything else you'll have definitely seen before. Double Sokolov for crit hit damage and SMG damage, crit chance and double crit damage. With Bloodsucker, we need Bloodsucker because it gives us bonus armor and survivability, but because we're getting that bonus armor, Intimidate works. While you have bonus armor, gain 1 stack each second up to a max of 9. Each stack increases weapon damage by 4% to enemies within 10 meters, again meaning that we've got to play up close and personal. We lose all the stacks though when we have no bonus armor, so running running Bloodsucker here is definitely important because we can't do anything else, right? Normally people would say, oh, I like to run the Memento. Well, we can't because we're running the Tinkerer for the double damage talents. Then we've got the Contractor's Gloves with critical hit damage, Fox's Knees with critical hit damage, and the Grouper Holster because we want shock, more critical hit damage. Now, if we go over to the stats page, we're at exactly 60% crit chance, 204% critical hit damage. It's actually pretty wild, the stats you can get with this. But there is kind of negative return as we get higher and higher up, diminishing returns. So, you know, we could get that critical hit damage to 300%, and essentially we're not going to see as much of a damage increase as we did from 100 to 200. Crit chance, crit damage on the mods. We ran Firewall because we get access to this extra 5% here for critical hit damage. We get to use the cool Gems skin, which obviously gives you like 1000% detox. And we get to run the shield as well, the Striker Shield, which gives us enemy damage as well if enemies are in front of us in the cone that you see when you deploy it. It's not everybody's play style. I get that running a shield, but you know, we can't really run and gun too much with this as much as we could with Hunter's Fury. Could we run this with Hunter's Fury? Absolutely. We could. But we'd have to make a few changes, wouldn't we? Let's think, how would we run this with Hunter's Fury? We actually couldn't run this with Hunter's Fury because we need 4-piece Hunter's Fury, and then we've got no way of generating bonus armor to get Intimidate to work. So you would have to think about Obliterate or Glass Cannon, or maybe even Spotter. You know, Spotter would be a good shout here. You could do Spotter with it. That would work because this runs the linked laser pointer. You could put Technician on, and maybe that's just another build video. But yeah, let's move on. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. As always, let me know what you think down below in the comments. What are you eyeing for the PTS when it finally goes live for Year 7 Season 1? Are you looking forward to all these damage boosts that we're going to be getting? Definitely interested to know what you think. Thanks for watching, agents. And of course, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.